Well, hello. I am trying something new. Oh, I think trying something new. Oh, I think going live here on YouTube for the first time for the yoga session. And so, let me see. Well, if you're joining me here on YouTube, please say hello. And if you want to share anything about certain limitations that you have, feel free. If there are any poses that you really enjoy, share them with me. Anyway, welcome. And I'm just going to start over here. We are back live this week. Tuesday is the time of our yoga session at 9:15 a.m. Today is going to be a combination of things. I want to integrate some weights. So little weights, if you want to bring them, feel free to do so. And I have like 2 pounders. It's not about the weight necessarily, it's just to have our muscles work a little extra. And so as we're moving through this, hello, be gentle. Be gentle to yourself, with yourself. Check in. We're going to check in and see what state of mind we are in. So welcome everyone who's here. And it doesn't really matter where you're watching it from. And with that said, I wanted to integrate those weights. I wanted to also just have a very low key, session today. And yeah, let me know if there's anything you would like me to add, anything you like me to integrate. Maybe there are some limitations that you have, physical limitations that you would like me to take care of, and make sure that you have something to do in between or to adjust. Anyway, welcome, welcome. If you haven't prepared yourself, get a block if you have. As I said, little weights if you have. It could be just a water bottle. Again, it's not about the weight. I personally just want to integrate it for myself. So that's what I do here. Whatever I do here is something that I would need. So therefore, if there's something you need, you must let me know, because otherwise you can't integrate it. Anyhow, let's begin by just arriving. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. I usually sit on a block, so it's up to you how you want to sit. So just find yourself in the center of your body, in your heart, in your belly. You can even place your hands there and breathe in and out. This is a way to connect to your body. Know where you are, how you feel. Maybe get a sense of what parts of your body need attention, either extra stretching or maybe taking it slower. This is a really important time before we get into the practice. We'll have more moments where we can do this, where we get a brief check-in. Right, if your eyes were closed, you can slowly open them up. Notice what's around you. If you're sitting on a block, you can just remove that block. Just go into child's pose. Just stretch out. You can have your knees wide apart or close together. And as we are in these low impact poses, so maybe it's an impact for you on your knees, it depends, obviously then adjust. But as you're in those moments, check in like we did before with your body. What does feel right now? What needs a little bit more or less? So this is what we're doing right now, checking in. Slowly roll up with your head being last, coming onto your knees. Maybe you already have a little sense of where you need to be more careful and where you want to maybe push it a little bit more. And this is your practice. Wherever you find yourself, and push yourself onto your feet, stay low. So again, here you can widen your stance. I'm gonna remove my socks at this point, so that's up to you. If you're still feeling cool and stable, you can obviously keep them on. So just sit here. For some that might be a little bit more challenging, so then you can come up a little bit and do it here. This is, again, we're doing a step-by-step check-in. Right now, before we were in our back, our hips, now we're even more in our hips. Depending how low you can go. And it's not, you don't have to be as low. You can also be up here checking your hips. Now actually bring your hips all the way up, let your head hang down, have your feet hip width apart or mat width apart actually. And just hang there for a moment. Again, check in. How do your feet feel? How does the back of your leg feel? How does your spine, your upper body feel? Feel free to hold on to opposite elbows. Swing it left and right. Even use your head. And then adjust accordingly. Move a little forward or backward or side to side. This is again getting a little idea of what your body needs and feels like today. Bend your knees slightly and then slowly, with your head hanging deep down and heavy, slowly roll up one vertebrae after the other. Bring your feet together. Another check-in here. You can bring your hands on your chest and belly. Breathe in and out. See what's there, what your hips telling you, your back, your legs. Bring your hands down side by side. You can have your eyes closed for a moment. Notice the swaying of your body. Maybe you're like static. If you're static, let your body sway. It's natural. Then inhale your arms up. Really reach and lengthen your spine and arms. Exhale, fold forward. You just hang again. And then we do this again. Roll up one vertebrae after the other. Stand up tall. Inhale your arms up. Exhale. And exhale. Inhale and exhale. So you do 2 breaths per movement. Breathe in as you're low, exhale down, slowly roll up. One vertebrae after the other. This is just getting your spine warmed up. Inhale your arms up, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, fold forward. And then reach with your head forward into a flat back, looking forward. So it's almost pulling you. You can keep your hands anywhere comfortable. Make sure your knees are slightly bent. Let your head hang and then roll up into standing. And one more time. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Stay in a flat back. So we're not going all the way down. Bend your knees, bring your hands forward. If you're okay with your wrist, come into a plank. Stay there. If your wrists are not ideal, you can just bring your forearms down and stay low. Bring your hips down. And then you can widen your stand too if it helps. Just breathe into your belly. Feel the length of your spine all the way to your heels and the top of the head. And then push into downward facing dog. If you're on your forearms, you can just move your feet closer into dolphin. Dolphin means just walking your feet closer. Might be not too far, but at least a little something. And then walk towards your feet. Let your head hang. And slowly roll up one vertebrae after the other until you get to the top. Take a deep breath in. Bring your hands on your belly and chest. Exhale out. Take a few more breaths in and out. See where you are. Is your body warming up? We're going to do this a few more times. So inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold forward into a flat back. Walk your hands forward either onto your forearms, into a plank, or a downward dog. plank pose on your hands. And then depending on which one you're choosing, go into dolphin by walking your feet closer, or just push your hips back into downward facing dog. And this time, walk your hands again to your feet. Let your head hang. And so the reason we do the two, you can slowly roll up into a standing. The reason I do these two different ones, from plank pose on forearms into dolphin versus plank pose into downward facing dog, is because if you have issues with your wrists. So I know some of you that are here might have some issues with their wrists, so I want to make sure that that's an option for you. You're still working the same areas, your core area, the back of your legs. So that's just to keep in mind. So just do whichever one works for you. So we're going to do one more time. Breathe in. Exhale, fold forward in a flat back. Walk your hands forward into a plank pose, if that works with your wrists. Otherwise, you know what to do. And then into downward facing dog. And then walk your feet towards your hands. Hold on to opposite elbows. Bring your hips down. Keep your core up and reach your arms up into a chair pose. You can either have your hips width apart, the knees hips width apart, or you can bring your toes together and bring your knees together as a support, but that's up to you. I'm gonna do it this way. Keep breathing, feel that spine long, feel that core engaged. Those arms reaching up so you're elongating like that. Straighten up into a standing pose, slight back bend, and bring your arms side by side. If you want to bring it again on your belly and your chest, you can do that for check-in. So again, I'm going to raise your arms up, push your hips down and up. Really feel the engagement of your hips and belly. Reach, 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 up, up, up. Bring your hands down and hips up. Move side to side. Hold on to elbows. And then slowly roll up one vertebrae after the other. And then last one. Inhale your arms up. Reach your sit bones backwards. So you're almost aiming for like a 90-degree angle of your knees, but obviously that's just the aim. I mean, otherwise, if you can do it, great. Reach, reach, reach. Keep that lower back straightened. Reach all the way up to the sky. Come into a light, slight back bend. Bring your arms down. And then come back down on the ground. Bring your hand on your chest and one on your belly. Breathe in and out. See how you're feeling. Bring your feet in front of you. Reach your arms up again at 45-degree angle, and then slowly, or before we slowly roll down, make sure your weights, if you're using weights, are close to you, if you're using them. If not, don't worry about it. Keep your arms up, slowly roll down onto your back, hands on your belly. Just feel that lower back. After we've been doing chair pose, you might feel that lower back. So lie there on your back. You can even bring your knees into your chest to like massage it out a little bit, or just stay there still. So if you use your weight, this is the time to use them. You can just bring your arms on the side of you like this. And then what you'll do is you push him out after. But what you're going to do is tuck your chin under. Let me just show it from the side. Come closer. Tuck your chin under. And then you reach up, almost coming up. If you come up, great. If you don't, that's fine too. If you have weights, great. If you don't, that's fine too. It's the same thing. Come slowly back down and bring it here. So that's just another add-on to make it a little bit more difficult. So you have your arms angled, chin in. And then as you're moving, rolling up your spine, you're moving along your thighs all the way up. So it's almost like those weights or those arms are reaching up with you. And then slowly come down. We do this a few times. It's like another way of using our spine. Tuck in, that's important. Reach up. We're not using these weights, heavy weights. It's just really just to have another piece of resistance. And then the third one, we stay up, reach your legs forward, keep your arms up. And like we did one of our first sessions, you can place the weights down, is reach with your chest forward as far as it feels right. More. Reach with your hands, and then slowly round your back. Only once, you can't go any further. Feel your feet flexed. Reach with your chin up and come back. Let's do it again. Reach with your chest forward. Round your spine. And then roll up. And again, reach with your spine forward. Once you can't reach anymore, then you round your spine. And this one time, you just stay down there. Really feel that back expanding. Breathe into your back. Exhale out. Breathe into your back. Exhale out and slowly roll up into a seated position. Bring your legs together in front of you. And again, reach with your chest forward as far as you can. Reach with your hands. And then round your spine. Breathe into those hips if it feels tight. If this doesn't work, if this is too tight, feel free to bring your feet together and do it that way. But I would love for you to do this way so you feel really deep in your hips. Keep breathing in, breathing out, and then slowly come back up. If you had your legs cross-legged, switch the sides. If you just had your feet together, just do the same thing. And then reach with your chest forward all the way. Keep breathing. Feel those hips. I feel it. I don't know about you. Slowly roll up. Bring your feet around. And come into child's pose. So scoop yourself back if you're at the end of the mat. And now you can push yourself back onto your feet. Give yourself a little stretch on the back of the calves. If that's too much, just go wherever you feel like it, that feels right, and still have a little bit of a stretch. Bring your hips up, let your head hang. And then just move your arms forward. Reach that left leg up to the sky and bring it forward. If you use weights, have them close by your front foot. Feel that lengthening of your knee and that back leg. Actually, make sure that the back leg is a little bit to the right. So you might have to adjust the back leg a little bit. Hold on, let me. So, and then if you're using the weights, you can then bring them along with you. So you push the weight into your feet and slowly come up into a high lunge. If this is too much, just bring that back leg a little closer. Bring that back heel down. Just stay here. Keep breathing. Feel the stretch on that hip. Actually, everybody, bring that back heel down. Bring it a little closer so your stand is not as far apart. And then bring those arms up. If you're using weights, great. If you don't, again, these are just simple little things I want to add on for myself. So, because you're here, you're going to add them if you want to. You can just have your arms down. What's more important is that you feel the stretch in that back leg. Bend your knee. Bring that back foot forward, which is the right for me. And then push that left foot back. Stay down for a moment. Really feel that lengthening of this back leg, the bending of that front knee. And then come up. You can be on a high lunge or just bring that back leg closer. Bring that heel back. Bend that front knee so you can feel it right here. For this side, I'm just going to bring my arms up to the side, with or without weight. Just stay there and breathe. Make sure that leg is nicely angled on the back. If you wait, you can release the weights and then point both feet towards the side of your mat. You can go wider if you want. If you have a block nearby, great. You can place that right in front of you. So hold on and just let your upper body come down and feel that nice stretch on the back of your leg. Obviously, feel free to adjust the width of your stand, closer or further away. It's up to you. Most important thing is that the head is not like holding up, it's actually letting go. Bring that block with you, or if you don't have a block, just your hands through your legs to the back. Let that head hang even more. You feel it even a little deeper in the back of your legs. Bring your hands forward again. Push up into a flat back. Feel the core engaging, so it's pushing into the back of the spine. Walk your feet together. And down. Slowly roll up one vertebrae after the other with the head heavy down. One of my favorite balancing poses is actually the tree pose. I don't know about you. And just the other day I was doing a presentation and that's what we were doing there. So I don't want you to just go up. I do a whole thing to build up our foundation. Because just like in life, we need a strong foundation so that when things happen in our lives, it doesn't throw our whole life around. So maybe I do want to, oops. There you go. Maybe I do want to like get right to the highlight of the pose. Like in life, I want to get to the highlights of life. But if we're not building it from the ground up strong enough, it might not hold itself. In this case, it might, but let's use it as a metaphor for our lives. So whichever side is your weaker side, for me it's the left side, that's where I'm going to start. So I'm going to slowly put some weight onto that left side. I'm just going to open my right hip. Before I even take it off the ground, I'm just going to get a feel. Okay, what do I need to do? Bend my knees slightly. How do I want to balance? Is the balance off? So just figure that out. And just taking it off a little bit can be helpful. So then I'm going to place it down here. You can place it up here. You can even place it all the way up here, depending on where you're at. I'm a down to the ground kind of person. Anyway, so then bring your hands in front of your heart, additional to the foundation and strength. Breathe in and out. Reach those arms up if you like. Open to the side. If you want, like branches, depending on where stability is. If you feel super moving, then keep your hands close. If you want to challenge yourself and you feel good, you can open it up. Like at the beginning, let yourself sway. You don't have to be standing still. Just imagine it's a wind coming through, right? And then place that foot down, arms down, shake it all out. Other side. Again, foundation is the standing leg. Just see, okay, what do I need? You can just lift that foot off a little bit, figuring out where you go. And then place that foot, open that hip nicely. Place it wherever feels right, just not on your knee. That's the most important thing. Don't press it on your knee, even though that might be the most comfortable place, right? Could be just below the knee or right above. So I stay down here. And bring your hands in front of your hearts. This is additional support. If this feels good, we're engaged and strong, we can bring our arms up And then open to the side. Keep breathing. Bring it back. See where we're at. Adjusting the leg. If you want to challenge ourselves a little bit more. Wherever it is. And then bring everything down and shake it out. And then you can come all the way down to the ground. Take a breather. I'll put my sweater back on. Bend your knees, hold on to the back of your legs as you're lowering yourself down. Bring your hands onto your belly and feel your spine on the ground, especially the lower spine. How does it feel? From here, we're going to bring both knees into our chest. Move left and right to massage our lower back. And then bring both knees to the left side. Open your arms into a T and look towards the right. So the opposite, look the opposite of your knees. Breathe. Bring them back into center, hold them on to them, and then to the other side. Arms open and look the opposite of your knees. Come back to center. Bring the right leg over your left knee. Bring your hands through underneath that left knee that is bent in front of you. Pull that leg closer. If you can, open that right leg that is bent to the side. Open it up and push with your elbow a little bit more out. Breathe in, let go, and then move all the way to the left side with that curled together with the legs in a twist, in a pretzel. Look the other side again. So that's more for our hips. And come back to center. Straighten your legs out, shake them. Bend that left knee over that right. Put your arms through. Hold on to that right leg. Bring it closer. Push that left leg out with your left elbow. Just opening it up a little bit. Breathe into that tightness you might feel. Release your hands and bring those feet right over to the right side. Open your arms. Look the opposite direction of your legs. Come back to center. Shake your legs out. And then, just for fun, going to bring your knees into your chest and then throw your hips overhead is what I wanted to say. So be careful, just do it slowly. Straighten your legs over your head. Hold on to the lower back. Relax your chin and neck. Don't move it to any direction, just look up. and see how far you can go. Maybe you can bend your knees, maybe you just want to go straight up. It's just to deepen a bend in our back. Slowly come back. Place your feet down. Straighten your legs in front of you. If you have a blanket nearby that I didn't ask you to have, but if you do, great. I'm gonna even put on my socks to warm myself up. And you know what's coming next? Just gonna lie down. You can even widen your feet, your legs a little bit, like a mat width apart. Lie down. Have your arms away from your body in like a V shape. If your lower back is pulling a little bit, just bend your knees. So whatever feels right for you, choose that where you can be for a few minutes. Close your eyes. And then take a deep breath in and out. And then return to a regular pace of your breath. Feel your whole body lying here on the ground. Check in with yourself. Notice your heart rate. Feel your body. And slowly return life into your body by moving your toes and fingers at first. You can bring your hands over your head and just give yourself a nice stretch like you just woke up. Bring your knees closer to your body and then choose whichever side you want to lean on. So you can go to the left or right, whichever feels right. Take a deep breath. With your exhale, you can, with your eyes closed, push yourself up into a seated position, cross-legged or on your knees, whichever you want. Bring your hands on your belly and chest. Breathe in, exhale out. Just connect to your body. See how you feel. Did you serve yourself? Did you do what you needed? Did you take care of the things that needed attention? Either by pushing it or by slowing it down. Slowly open your eyes. Bring your hands in front of your hearts. Bow to yourself. Thank yourself for showing up. Thank yourself for moving through this practice. And thank you so much for doing it with me today. Have a great day and let me know how you're feeling. If there's anything you want me to add next time, anything you'd like me to focus on, anything that didn't work, just let me know. I am here for you and I'll be back next Tuesday.